Sono Brio. I just had a really amazing idea for a little breakfast or snack yogurt cup. And I do yogurt with fruit almost every morning for breakfast. And I usually do berries, but I just had an idea because I happen to have this apple hanging around and I don't have any berries right now. But I wondered how an apple would be in my yogurt, and then I thought of flavors that go really well with apple, and I thought of this apple pie yogurt cup. So I've never made this before, but I know it's going to be delicious. So here we go, cutting the apple. And I just cut around the core, so I cut like 4 sides off, so one side, and then the core is just all by itself at the end. There's another side, and then we can cut it to chunks. It's really easy. Okay, and the last one. And then my core and my seeds are ready to throw away. I'll just put them to the side. So apples are just going to get chopped up into little pieces. And they're going to go in the bottom of the cup. So I'm using this glass jar because if I decide I want to eat it later, I can just put it in the fridge and pull it out when I want to eat it. And I do this usually for breakfast because I'm not quite a morning person, and when I wake up in the morning, making breakfast just doesn't sound all that fun to me. So sometimes I try to make it the night before and then just have it in the fridge so I'm ready to go in the morning and I don't have to wake up extra early. And I take it on the run with me. So if you know that you have a hard time making breakfast in the morning and then you end up just not eating breakfast, maybe try my trick and make it the night before, take it on the go the next day. I'm just getting my apple all cut up, and what's going to go in this is some cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, and walnuts. So those are all kind of classic apple pie flavors. It's a lot of apple. It's almost filling up the jar, but that's okay because the yogurt's going to kind of go around it. Let's see. Yogurt's really good for protein in the morning too. I always tell people, and a lot of people argue with me on this for health reasons, but I say go for full fat yogurt. And organic always, full fat, because fat and protein work synergistically together. So you need the fat with the protein to process it properly. As well as the vitamins. I mean, you hear the term fat-soluble vitamins. Now, what do you think those vitamins are going to do if there's no fat there? They don't really have anything to hang on to, and they're not going to be processed in your body. So you need to have fat. And the 2% just doesn't cut it for me. You got to go full fat. Fat and protein, nature put them in a package together, and we're the ones who've been messing with that, and I just think always full fat dairy. So that's what we're doing here. And this is my organic yogurt. I'm just going to pour it in. I always buy plain because that way I can flavor it any way that I want. You see it kind of just drips down. Isn't that cool? It just drips down the sides. Okay. So my yogurt's in there and it'll continue to drip down the sides, and I always get a little extra dripping down the side of the container. So here's my flavors. Yay. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. All these spices are really, really healthy for you. Cinnamon's great for your metabolism and immunity. And nutmeg. So this is a tiny little nutmeg. Do you see that? And I use my grater or microplane to get the nutmeg in there. And freshly grated is the best. You can buy it already ground, but it tastes better if you just grate it yourself, and it's so easy, so why not? You don't need much. It's pretty strong. Another great health-boosting spice. Vanilla. So no need to buy vanilla yogurt when you can just flavor it yourself, because that way you can use this in savory dishes too. You just buy a big one, keep it for the week. I make pasta sauces with yogurt. I put it in dips and things like that. And if you have a vanilla yogurt in your fridge, actually it's funny, my brother made this mistake, and if he's watching, he'll know what I'm talking about. I put up a recipe on my blog once about, what was it? It was like a lemon pasta that had yogurt in it as the sauce, and he used vanilla yogurt and said it didn't taste very good. So I guess I needed to be a little more specific. So just put a little bit of vanilla in there. and then my walnuts on top. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mix it first a little bit just to get the spices and the vanilla kind of going down there. So they kind of drip down too, and then everything gets flavored. I'll show you the top. See? You can see the color in there. So pretty. It smells amazing. It smells so good. So you could do this as just a snack. You could do it as a dessert. You could do it for breakfast, like I said. And then see, stirring it down kind of gave me some more room at the top for my walnuts. I'm just going to crush them a little bit so they get into smaller pieces while I put them in. Just a couple, like 2 tablespoons of walnuts is considered a serving. Healthy fats. Omega-3 in there, in the walnuts. Bet you didn't know that, huh? Walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds, all great for omega-3. So you don't just have to do fish. You should do fish too, but if you do those nuts and seeds, you'll get some too. Okay, so I want you to see the inside because it looks so good. It's got all those flecks of cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm just going to try to take a bite. I want to get an apple in there. Ooh, I got one. That wasn't as hard as I thought. Apple, walnut, got my cinnamon and my vanilla, nutmeg. Mmm. That tastes like crunchy and creamy apple pie. It's so good. I can't believe I never thought to do this before. See, that's the way you should just think. Think of flavors you love, and then think of healthy foods that you could incorporate those flavors into. So you don't have to have apple pie. You can have yogurt that tastes like apple pie. So good, and you can even eat it for breakfast. So what's better than that? Okay, so go ahead and make this. Switch it up to do blueberries, strawberries, whatever at the bottom, something different. Different nuts, seeds, coconut's great in there too, flaked coconut. Okay, I'm going to eat a little bit of this now, and then I'm going to put it in my fridge and probably have the rest for breakfast tomorrow morning. See, how easy is that? Isn't that great? Okay, well, have a wonderful day, and make sure you come back soon to check out more videos and articles, and look at sonobrio.com for more info. Alrighty, I will see you guys later.